If you're a new or aspiring final expense telesales agent and you're wondering what essential pieces of equipment do I really need to purchase so that I don't pay too much when I'm first starting off in this industry, you found the right video, friends. I'm going to give you the 4 essential pieces of the business that you're going to need to purchase so that you don't pay the price of buying the wrong thing and then saying, oh, the business didn't work out. All right. So let's get right after it, friends. And thanks for joining with me. First off, the most essential piece of equipment, number one of the 4, is the phone. The phone is so important to you powerfully connecting with those clients, getting crystal clear communications, having those comms up is so important for you. So you could use, when you first start off, your cell phone at first. It's not where you're going to stay, but you can start off with your cell phone. We've got many insurance agents that have found crazy success with just that very thing, the cell phone. Or you could use what's called a VoIP phone, voice over internet phone. They're not expensive. You're probably looking mid 20s with the equipment. Great phones, and it's going to be a tactile feel, crystal clear communication. But you do need a phone, and you're probably maybe even watching me right now using your phone. Am I right or wrong? But that phone is so important that you have maybe some earbuds, or you could just have it on speakerphone, but you've got to silence the noise around you. This is very important. You cannot have the kids not yipping. Hope your kids don't yip. Maybe they do, but you can't have the dogs yipping and your kids making noise and all these chaotic things going on in the background. That's going to cost you bucks. Friends, you got to find yourself a place in your apartment or in your home that is silent so that when you're sincerely connecting to the client over those sales calls, all they hear is you as a professional. If you have all this noise in the background, you're going to get hurt because the consumer is going to say, I got to think about it. And you thought you got a client. That cuts deep. All right. So don't have noise in the background. Make sure you've vetted your audio. Make sure you've called some buddies. You can call me here at jasonfinalexpense.com. Love to check your audio for you and help you that way. But get into an environment where your phone is crystal clear. Doesn't have to cost anything. You're already paying for your cell phone. If you don't have a VoIP phone, mid 20s, not a big ticket item. All right. But your phone is one of the most important things because you can't have the background noise. You don't need some fancy beeping headset. Just start off with the basics. Half the battle is just getting started. The fundamentals don't always sound fun, but they can get her done. All right. Number 2, which is very important, is now you've got a phone probably in your hand, but you got to have a computer or an iPad or a netbook. You don't need anything fancy or flashy when you first start off. Don't spend money in the wrong places. It'll rob you. Get yourself a device that can connect to the internet. All right, not your cell phone in this case, but get a device that can connect to the internet because you're going to use that device to be able to quote your consumers and then complete the electronic applications for text to sign with final expense telesales, or maybe you're going to get in a place where it's an e-sign. All right. So final expense telesales, the best carriers, are phenomenal. I'll put a video, by the way, up above at the end of this video for you. And you can always get free resources at jasonfinalexpense.com as well. We'll gladly partner with you, but you've got to have a computer that can complete a final expense telesales application and quote these great prospects. It does not have to be a new purchase for you. It doesn't have to be some dedicated machine and you're blowing your money. You can use your kids' laptops. You could go to OfferUp. You could go to Facebook Marketplace and purchase anything. You can go to Amazon and buy a used one. Don't spend a lot of money here. You can use an iPad. All right. It doesn't have to be a fancy one. Even an iPad mini will get you across the finish line. If you want to make money in this industry, there's no guarantee of it because 90% of the agent force fails. Don't spend your money in the wrong places. Get a computer, an iPad, a netbook, not a lot of money. Buy a used one at first, as long as it's decent. Even pawn shops will warranty them typically for so many days. You're just starting off here. You're not going to stay here, friends. Don't be afraid to have humble beginnings and huge hustle. Nothing is going to hold you back. This is important. Keep your mind strong, keep your money tight and in the right places. But a computer and internet, very important to completing the final expense telesales application so that you can make it to the finish line. All right. So number 2, computer, internet, iPad, internet, netbook, internet. no big deal. And it doesn't cost you a lot of dough. You probably already have it. Now, number three, very important. This is one of the most essential and basic pieces of the business that you need to be putting your money into. This is leads. Leads are leverage, friends. Leads are not sales. Leads are the opportunity to have a great conversation that hopefully you can solve a problem for that consumer and create a conversion, which is a policy which pays you bills. All right. So leads are everything, but you got to have the right leads. The last thing you want to do is buy leads from an unvetted lead source or maybe some influencer that's making it sound like these are the best leads on the planet, and then you're buying some $20, $30 lead, $40 lead, and you're just frustrated. All right. When you first get started, vetted leads very, very, very critical to you. And if you don't know good final expense leads, or you need the best final expense leads and want to know where's the best lead holes on the planet, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. We'll be a resource and a blessing to you so that you don't buy leads from a place that is just marketing you and is not really making you a top producer. All right. Some places make a ton of money on leads. And you know what? If you don't last, see ya, kind of how the business is. So be careful with leads. But as a full timer, you're going to want to buy about 80 to 100 leads a week to have a chance of the business working out. Don't go soft on yourself and spend money on 10 leads. You're going to go the way of the dodo. Don't do that. Leads, number three, is where you need to be putting your money. 80 to 100 leads a week. And I mean every week. You should be beating it like a drum if you're a full timer. Every week, I purchase and buy more. Every week, I purchase and buy more. This is prioritization. You got your phone, you've got your computer with your internet. Now you got your leads as a full timer. And if you're a part timer, you can be powerful as a part time insurance agent. Look at the interviews and testimonials I'll put up here as well at the end of this video, but you can be powerful using your cell phone like other agents have, using a computer or any device you have that's internet hooked up. And now if you're purchasing your leads and you got enough people to talk to, hopefully you're going to take them and really work them so that the business can have a chance of working out. But leads are everything. 40 to 50 leads as a part-timer, 80 to 100 leads as a full-timer. Every week, pretty simple equation. That's where you want to spend the lion's share of your money. All right. Number three is that, and make it a priority, not minimizing it. All right. Number four, I want to share with you. And this, a lot of agents think is numero one, and I get that, but you need a PDR. You need to practice and drill and rehearse just like 10 minutes a day with your script, with rebuttals, be ready for objections when this happens. Be ready and be ready systematically. You got to practice, my friends, because you're going to perform the way that you practice. And you're going to, just like a sports, all right, professional is going to perform the way that he practiced or she practiced all stinking week. Don't kid yourself and think that I don't got to practice. I'm going to be a top performer because I got a bunch of ego. You're going to get screwed in this industry. When you start off, you got to actually practice your script. It'll be like you got a mouth of marbles if you've never said the script ever. All right. So make sure, though, that you vetted your script. Make sure you've got a proven power script like what we possess here at jasonfinalexpense.com. We do recruit and partner with powerful agents as well as agencies nationally to sell life insurance, Medicare insurance, and annuities face to face. And oh, by the way, in the telespace, and free resources always for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. No matter what work family that you align with, friends, I appreciate you. Thank you for being a subscriber. But you've got to have good scripts. If you say things the wrong way to your wife, things probably won't work out. You tell your wife, relax, calm down. Probably going to create some chaos in your marriage and in your relationships. Right or wrong, friends. I don't know why those two words are like kryptonite, but it's the truth. So words have power. You want to have the right script so that you've got the right ability to seamlessly, hopefully connect to the heart of your clients' concerns, needs, wishes, and wants. But you've got to be wanted from a consumer because they actually want you. They got to like and trust you. And that happens by having the right words, And then having enough practice and drilling and rehearsing. So you practice so much, it becomes a piece of you. It's very important that you have the right script in your hands, but you've also got to have a little bit of backbone and put in the work. Half the battle in this industry is doing the work, showing up every day, being simple. Don't be afraid to be that new guy. You do not need a flipping CRM financially right now. How many clients you got? Yeah, one hand, you got a hand and a toe right now, 6 people. No, no, no. All right. When you're a hand and a toe of clients, or even 2 hands deep, you got 10 clients. I need a CRM. No, you don't. Piece of paper and a pen. You're going to be fine at first. Down the road, fine. Go get a CRM, but not until you cash flowed. Like I say, 90+% of the agent force fails because sometimes they didn't finance themselves appropriately in the leads. Maybe they bought this expensive dialer and all these expensive doodads that didn't make a difference, didn't amount to a hill of beans in their career. When you first start in the beginning, this is where you start, friends, not where you stay. Once you get into a place of crazy, sustainable success, then go ahead and get yourself a dialer and a CRM later once you got enough clients to actually justify that. And I'm talking like 50 to 100 clients before you need a CRM. You do not need a CRM for 50 people. Come on. You can have every person in a file and get it pretty quickly. You're not going to get confused. All right. And I'll show you some other ways of being able to manage your block of business. If you would like, reach out on my website. Love to support you and serve you in hopefully your success journey. But not everybody's going to make it because they don't make it about the basics. They can't become a beast because they're so busy playing with their brand new CRM and they bought 20 leads and they're going sideways and then they don't work the leads and then they say the business stinks. Well, the business didn't stink because other people are finding success in it, and the minority are the majority because they know how to maximize their time. If you're one that's disciplined, if you're one that's got heart, if you're one that has hustle, you may make it in final expense telesales, but you may not as well. This business rewards those that perform. Those that do are those that get. And when you get started, don't let the noise of the industry cause you to blow money in the wrong places. And I hope this prioritizes what you truthfully need versus what you don't. Hope you found value in this. If you have, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss other content that I'm going to bring to you. Like the video. And if you don't like the video, put it in the comments below too. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I appreciate you, friends. Remember, you've got what it takes. Let's take this career and make it a success story. Never let no hold you back. Be prepared with the right rebuttals, the right responses to everything that comes at you. I hope you're ready. Be ready for success because it's what we do when we show up daily. The teamwork is the dream work, friends. We'll see you soon. I appreciate you.